The Predator franchise has spanned 35 years and is filled with many movies, some better than others. From the original Predator in 1987 to the second most recent movie, The Predators. Now, quick disclaimer, if you haven't seen the original 1987 Predator movie, please go see that movie. It is essential. As for the Predator, you guys can skip that one. That one was terrible. It's so terrible, in fact, that most people probably thought the franchise was over. However, out of the blue came the trailer for Prey. Now, when I first saw the trailer for Prey, I was honestly hyped. I thought it looked pretty good. Of course, I was a little skeptical at the same time. It's a new movie in the Predator franchise. In franchises like this, especially horror franchises, eventually the movies just start getting really, really terrible and repetitive, right? So, but, controversial opinion here, I think Prey was as good, if not better, than the original. I mean, it's certainly a worthy contender. Prey is a sublime sci-fi thriller movie and a quintessential Predator movie. It perfectly recreates and expands on what made the original film great. The cinematography in this movie is wonderful. Every single shot is so pretty, it's insane. It's goddamn eye candy. Jeff Cutter and Dan Trachtenberg, I believe I pronounced that correct, I don't know, hopefully I did, and the rest of the crew really outdid themselves. It is such a huge shame that this film did not get a theatrical release. The fact that they filmed most of this movie on site adds so much to the overall atmosphere and really helps set the tone and really makes it feel like we're, in 1719, which is when the movie takes place. It definitely takes place in the 1700s, so. Anyway, Prey is a very primal movie. It's very reminiscent of something like The Revenant. The movie breathes fresh air in the franchise, but at the same time is able to stay true to the Predator DNA. There were so many callbacks to the original film, but nothing overly in your face, where it's kind of just like annoying and feels like needless fan service. For example, by the way, there are like minor spoilers in this review, nothing like crazy, but anyway, minor spoiler. Naru's brother Tabe, says, "If it bleeds, we can kill it," which is obviously from the original Predator movie. Not only is this movie fitted with stunning visuals, it also has an amazing soundtrack to tie everything together nicely. I mean, seriously, this movie's soundtrack is fucking banging. Schnackner, something like that. I'm gonna put the name up on screen, but Sarah Schnackner is amazing. She's also apparently done work for the Assassin's Creed franchise, which I didn't know, and even Modern Warfare, which is really cool. And it totally works and fits the feel of the movie, and I literally remember thinking that, well, the soundtrack reminded me of Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed 3, right? Now, one thing that personally I didn't think was that bad, but I can understand if people think it's really jarring. The CGI in the movie, it wasn't the best, and I personally think that's okay. I mean, it's a movie. I don't always get really worked up about the CGI, but I understand if you guys aren't a fan of it. It doesn't look the best. But that could be because of the budget of the film. It wasn't entirely that high. However, where they did use their budget, I think personally makes up for it. I mean, the Predator in this movie looks so fucking cool. I mean, seriously, this is the coolest looking Predator ever. I mean, the suit looks so real and badass, and the skull mask is super cool, and you have to remember that the Predator's technology is also aged back 200 years, and obviously our technology is as well, and that just helps. It's just amazing. Mad props to Dan DeLigro, who's the actor in the costume, Alec Gillis, and Tom Woodruff, who are the costume designers. Now I want to talk about the underlying themes of the movie. The theme, put simply, seems to be that humanity are the true predators. I mean, it makes some very clear parallels to the Predator and the French colonists. For example, showing at least 20 or so skinned buffalo killed by the French colonists, which is just the hella rage-inducing. I mean, poor bison, they're beautiful animals. And then the obvious parallel of how the colonists treated the Native Americans. In that sense, the French colonists were the predators, right? Whether we're hunting animals or each other, humanity not only is the greatest game, but we're also the greatest hunters/predators. Now, one complaint I've been seeing is that this is a movie that is too woke. And I have to say, if you truly think this movie is too woke just for having a female Native American lead, you seriously need to go touch some grass. I mean, goddamn it, shave your fucking neck beard, bro. I don't want to get too political or anything, but I am going to touch up upon this. That complaint is completely and totally void and frankly stupid. There are many movies and TV shows, the sequel trilogy, that, they do that. They have a female lead and it's a Mary Sue, right? And it feels like they're just having the female character for the sake of it, right? But this movie is not like that. This movie has an amazing female lead and is a perfect example of how you should write female characters. just like you would a male character. I mean, seriously, to write a good character, you need to build character. You need to have a character. You can't just say they're super powerful because they are, right? They shouldn't just have magical abilities and hella plot armor. Now, some people might think that this movie has plot armor for Naru. Personally, I don't really think so. I think the writers did a great job. You know, your characters have to go through arcs and trial and error, and they really do take time to build Naru's character. I mean, seriously, just imagine if the movie had Naru completely and totally able to go up to Predator right off the bat, right? Like, with no trial and error, no learning, nothing, just immediately able to knock him out, you know? That wouldn't really make a lot of sense, and that would be lazy writing. And that is why you have to write around her weaknesses and show her overcoming said weaknesses with her intellect and various other skills, like her tracking, for example, right? She outsmarts the Predator. Mild spoilers, but I mean, you can, it's kind of obvious, right, that she's going to kill it eventually, right? This doesn't really feel like a spoiler to me, but anyway, finally, her brother Tabe was a badass, and I mean, he was seriously a badass. He did his purpose. It was sick. He was a good character. And the rest of the tribe, you know, they served their purpose as well. Written side characters. Overall, Prey was freaking epic. I mean, seriously, guys, go get a Hulu subscription right now. You fucking watch this movie. It is so good. Support. I'm so upset that they didn't get a theatrical release, because this movie is amazing. Hulu, by the way, if you're watching this, sponsor me. Thanks. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me what other movies I should review and what other kind of content you guys want to see. Leave a like if you enjoyed the review and if you agree with me, thought it was pretty good. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, Girl Scouts.